Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone that rule well. Peace and blessings and salutation to you hopeful elect brothers out there, you few sisters that may watch and tune in. We the brothers here, the great millstone, Kansas City branch, coming to you another week to prophesy the end of this kingdom, back on the streets after a 3-week street hiatus, because the work always go forth no matter what. You know, no matter if we on the streets of teaching or not, but we had crazy weather out here. I mean, 15 below type shit, which wouldn't be equitable for us to come out and speak in that type of weather, especially if nobody's really out. But you know, the spirit had us to come back out, and weather broke a little bit, and the brothers were just speaking on myself about how we may not be out here too much longer, man. All right, because that famine of the word will come in suddenly, because provisions are being made to shut down the internet, will shut down certain free speech or free speech platforms that's exposing these small heads, because all this shit about Epstein is coming back out now, man. With Whitney Webb reporting on it, Candace Owens, well, she here and there, but you got men like Glenn Beck, you got Jimmy Dore, all right, you got Redacted, you had alleged his niece that was speaking on the whole allegations of them being child pedos and all that other stuff. So they're gonna want to cover that information up, man, because a lot is coming out on the elites and they're scared. So eventually they just gonna cut the internet or cut these YouTube channels and take brothers offline, to the point you ain't gonna have readily access to this word. So now the time to get the word is now, man, all right? Because hey, the Lord is counting down the days when the men of the Lord are not gonna be out here speaking to you, man. That's right. All right, can somebody give me that in the book of Genesis, when Noah was out there prophesying and the Lord about the flood? What you got?
It's in Psalms 37 and 14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and slay such as be as upright conversation.
Yeah, it says to slay such as be of an upright conversation, and the upright conversation is coming out prophesying against this wicked kingdom, man. Breaking down who the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans is according to the Bible, all right? Telling them to repent, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man, and to call on the name of Yahushai. And ultimately, because we're speaking out against this wicked system, they're hurt, man. They're mad. The information is getting out. You know, go ahead.
It says, their sword shall enter into their own heart.
Yeah, because it's going to come back on them. You know, everything that Esau did is going to come back and reversed against him, because everything he sets up for wickedness, the Lord turns it around and judge him for it, man. You know, like the scriptures goes into how their tongue should cleave until they own, how their tongue should fall upon themselves. You got men that's exposing them now, because all the information that's coming out about this Epstein shit is all Edomites exposing Edomites, man.
Yeah. And that's a shit show, boy. What?
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. It's messy, man.
It's real messy. It's messy, but then, hey, the Department of Justice, they basically said what you want us to do about it.
Yeah.
They basically said what you want us to do.
Yeah.
But here, they lock your ass up for child support, man.
Oh.
You $50 behind on child support, and they send you fucking squad after you, and you doing 30 days in jail for a $50 goddamn debt, man. That's bullshit, bro.
He says, their swords shall enter into their own heart, and their bows shall be broken. A little that a righteous man have is better than the riches of many wicked.
Yeah, the little that we have is better than the riches of many wicked, because the Apostle Gabar went into the palaces that these Rothschilds live in, man. And if you look at one of their mansions, it look like Wayne Manor. Okay, man? Yeah. Boy. Yeah, bro. They got two. That motherfucker looks like it's like a compound. It's like a city within itself, man.
Yeah.
Probably got like 200 bedrooms in it. Probably got underground tunnels linking, you know, different corridors. And these devils are living fat, man.
Yeah. Esau got what you call an estate. Yeah. You know, Jacob just know about some little acre and a house. Now Esau got estates. Yeah. Where you got the grounds. Esau can afford to bury his dead ones on his own land.
Yeah.
You gotta drop yours off to a commercial cemetery somewhere.
Yeah. And you gotta pay.
You know? Yeah, Esau got an estate. He got a whole, you dig, you know, animals or whatever, man. You know he got some underground shit too.
Yeah.
But I can go to
Genesis. It's the book of Genesis, chapter 6, verse 1. It said, and it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that they saw the sons of the Most High. It says that the sons of the Most High saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And that's going into the Israelites being the sons of the Most High dealing with the heathen women, man. All right, that ain't talking about no damn Nephilim, man. They ain't talking about no damn fallen angels, man. All right, because they got all this esoteric and all this EBGB magic witchcraft shit talking about fallen angels came back and created the fucking white race. that shit ain't real, man. We are the fallen angels. You see where we at now? You know, we angels saying nigga wearing Jordans, man. All right, we just ain't got our high spiritual positions back when Yahweh Shah comes back. But it say Genesis 6 and 2, the sons of the Most High saw that.
You got niggas out here thinking that actual fucking giants, 100-foot giants walk the earth. Now you did have men of stature. You know, we had stature compared to today we were giants, but no, that's not talking. The Napoleon goes into renown. That was us, man. You know, like the Napoleon. Jacob's still in Napoleon today because even though they're in a lower state, you got men like fucking Michael Jordan, even though he's a basket case compared to the Rothschilds, but these are men that get fame and notoriety throughout the world, man. Yeah. You go to Hong Kong and you got a picture of Kobe Bryant on a mantra mountain, they call him a Black Mamba. Yeah. It's a lot there, bro.
And the sons of the Most High saw that the daughters of men that they were fair, and they chose, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years.
Yeah, so the Most High cut the life expectancy down because of the wickedness, man. So men went from barely living out that day, shy of 1,000 years, to 120 years, which you got some people that live to 120 years today.
They don't got no kind of
no discretion. No discretion, man. But you know, that's the spirit, though. They getting ready for Jake, because they going to be running to Jake when all hell break loose. They going to be running to Jake, man.
Right.
They getting it already ready.
Cardio up.
Verse 4, Genesis 6 and 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of the Most High came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men which were old, men of renown. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of his heart was only evil continually.
So what we experiencing right now is pre-flood behavior, man. We call it pre-ICBM behavior because the Most High got to send the missiles to this place because all the information they brought out about the kids, bro, they got look, they said they had over 3 million pages of shit that was coming out that they couldn't even go into all of it because they got so much dirt on them, man.
Yeah, that's only 3 million.
Half.
They got another like almost 3 million to release still.
Yeah. And they was redacting shit out, and then they got videos, they got footage, they got all types of shit, man.
Yep.
Screaming kids.
Yep.
That's what that movie Dr. Sleep was about, bro. The
Bro, they knew who wrote that script, man.
Yeah.
I think that shit is fucking fiction. It ain't fiction, man.
Well, Stephen King,
Yeah.
because that's the sequel to The Shining. Stephen King wrote The Shining, and Stephen King is a warlock, man.
Yeah. He gotta be, bro.
Yeah.
Even that book 1984, George Orwell.
Yeah.
Found out that author, he was friends with those billionaire elites, man.
Yeah.
So what he was writing in the book of 1984, it wasn't no fiction.
Yeah.
That was their plans.
Yeah.
He was writing it down, and shit literally. And people keep reciting it like it's a prophecy, but no, they did that, man.
Yeah, bro, because they showed him the in and outs of the occult workers, man. Same thing with Ralph Emerson, bro. When you go into like Karl Marx and like their league in like secret societies and shit, they was all juiced in like occult rituals, man. That's what that whole Marxism shit is nothing but witchcraft. And this whole society is founded and thriving on Marxism, man. From your bureaucracies to your institutions to your prisons to the cop, all this shit, bro, they all are juiced in, man. Fucking the presidents, the politicians, the city governors, the state governors, the mayors, the fucking presidents, the elites, the movie, they're all part of a damn, bro, they said it was so crazy that this nigga Epstein, they had tunnels underground that lead to other so-called celebrities' homes, bro. Stephen King here, fucking Epstein over there, Harvey Weinstein over there, Diddy 10 blocks down, Jay-Z, boy.
It's all coming out, man. And we didn't break in nowhere and pull this information out. The Lord had you that was fighting each other to bring yourselves down, man.
Yeah.
You know?
We've been told y'all last.
Yeah. That's right, man. We just been sticking to the script, doing the work. And the Lord vindicating us, man.
That's the scriptures though, bro, because the Lord said his tongue should, they says he should be cast into his net by his own foot, roughly paraphrasing.
Yep.
Hey guys,
What's up, bro?
I just see you guys all the time. I'm just interested.
Interested?
Yeah, that's literally all.
When you work across the street?
Yes.
What you like, security?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man. Well, you see this sign here?
Yeah.
Going into the 12 tribes of Israel?
Okay.
Yeah, so,
I see what's going on.
yeah. So, these people on this sign was actually the biblical Israelites, but instead of them being called by these names, biblical names, they've been reduced to this through their captivities and their oppression and their colonization. So we're out here speaking to these people, telling them to repent, to come back to this, because the Lord, who you call God, which his name is Yahweh, is getting ready to bring judgment on this society, man, because of the evil it's doing.
Yep.
Very soon.
Yep.
This biblical judgment is written out for America. And
Yep.
that's what we warning the people about. Obviously, you can tell the whole world ain't listening, so we just here to prophesy. We just here to prophesy until the Lord brings the judgment. Man.
Like all this Epstein stuff coming out, that's the Most High is bringing it all out, man. It's all being revealed because it goes into what's done in the dark should come to the light. And you know what's so funny? We've been speaking on these things, saying they're gonna come out before they coming out, and it's happening. But like the brother said, nobody's paying attention to it.
Right.
Keep reading
Well,
that.
they keep getting distracted by the small things as well.
Yeah, of course.
It's because witchcraft is on the people, man. You know?
Deceiving.
Yep.
See, yeah, I got a real quick one.
Go ahead, bro.
2 Thessalonians 2:3. It said, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition,
Yep.
who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he is God, sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God."
Yep, and that's basically what these elites of the society is doing, man. They're taking aspects and they're trying to set themselves up as a high power. That's why all this, that's why this AI stuff. The AI is basically a left-hand version of what they're trying to establish in the scriptures, man. They're trying to surveillance everybody. They got the laws, and notice nobody's getting in trouble over the Epstein shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But let's just
And I
say,
mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
It's blatant.
but let's just say if you get behind on your taxes, what they're gonna do to you? They're gonna arrest you, man. Just show you.
We're gonna throw you in the cell.
Yeah.
Cold cell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, nice talking to you guys. You guys stay around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Have a good one.
That's
We
your
ain't
spot
here to
here?
interrupt your customers.
Yeah, okay.
Have a good one, guys.
All right, man. Shalom, bro. How about you, Charles?
He kind of had like a weird tattoo on his hand. You see that? Looks like he might be into something.
You see how everybody trying to get spiritual now? I noticed. I've been kind of peeping some commentaries on people, man, that's covering the Epstein shit. Now all of a sudden they trying to talk about spiritual darkness and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Witchcraft. Since when, motherfucker?
Yeah.
No, I thought Esau was just greedy.
Right.
You know,
Right.
he's definitely not Satan. He's just greedy. He's just a capitalist.
Yeah.
You know, he just wasn't fair. No, this nigga is Satan, man.
The devil. Right.
Now you see it. Now y'all trying to quote Bible scriptures now, man.
You know what, bro? And I was just saying that. I was saying that to myself this week, bro. I was like, wait a minute. Now everybody wants to be an expert on what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to know about CMOS. Everybody wants to know about intermittent fasting, ashwagandha. Everybody wants to break down World War III. Motherfuckers know the Diddy file. They say, man, look, man. At the end of the day, you people have been watching the prophets, man.
Right,
You
right.
don't give the true men a look. Hey, the apostles been going into the whole Illuminati shit for 30 years ago.
Man.
Heavy, bro. We all came in the truth based on the Illuminati videos and shit.
Yeah.
Jacobs be up all night watching that shit, man. Like, what the fuck?
Bilderberg, the Vanderbilts, the
Yeah.
Rothschild, the Rockefeller. How long have we been talking about this, man?
Just found out about Bohemian Grove down in
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah,
video.
yeah, they got a whole channel.
Brothers was bringing that out in 2011, 2008, 2009, man. Where the fuck y'all been?
I ain't heard this many Edomites go into Revelation 13 and 16 this often and ever, man.
They watch us, bro. You have more? That Genesis stuff.
That's the spirit too, because I was on my way here, man, and I was talking to this lady at work, and she was going into how the weather's being manipulated. She said all these chemtrails. So these people know, and she's like in her 60s,
Yeah.
and she wasn't the only old person in there talking about that shit. It was like two other elderly people that mentioned it too.
Yeah.
Cloud seeding and weather manipulation, like.
Yeah.
But it said we've been telling y'all about this shit.
But see, they call it the age of Aquarius, which is the enlightened age. That's the shit they call on the left-hand side. The reality of it is, but that's prophecy though, brother, because the scriptures say knowledge should increase and people should run to and fro, man. So, you know, people are getting this knowledge now, and the men of the Lord have been putting this vibration out. And, you know, whether you give us credit or not, the Heavenly Father is going to exalt us in that day. You people are going to know exactly who the true men of the Lord were, man.
It's Genesis. Going back, Genesis chapter 6, verse 6. And the Most High saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And it repented the Lord that he made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. And the Lord Yahweh said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping thing, and the fowls of the air, for it repented me that I made them.
Yeah, the Lord got tired of this shit, man. He's like, you know what, man, I made you wicked one. I'm gonna destroy you people, man. And that's how the Heavenly Father feels right now. But even this time, he's more pissed off than what he was then. All right, because he's getting ready to bring fire on this side. And you people, man, y'all ain't ready for that fire. Y'all not even ready for a breakdown of society, man. They're talking about famine, unprecedented levels, man, because I was watching the Sean Ryan show. There was this one dude that was breaking it down. He said, look, wars, pestilence, and famines all go hand in hand, man. So he said, when you have pestilence or pandemics, that leads to famine. Makes sense because, hell, during the time of the pandemic, you had a shortage of certain shit. Shit was being rationed out. Everybody's buying toilet paper. Oh, like, you know, people buying toilet paper, fighting over toilet paper, but yet you finna have a shortage on food here in a minute, man. And there will be another pandeezy.
Yeah.
All right, they're already talking about it.
Oh, to back you up, I typed this in chat GPT about this weather change. You're supposed to be getting 70 degrees on Monday. And we're in the first week of February still. And I asked, you got something?
No, you got it.
I said, do temperature changes in a very short period of time increase the chances of airborne illnesses and people getting sick? It said, yes. Rapid extreme temperature changes do increase the chances of people getting sick. Here's what's going on. It says your respiratory defenses get weakened. When you go from warm air to cold or cold to hot quickly, blood vessels in your nose constrict, mucous membranes dry out, and says the tiny hairs silica that sweep out viruses slow down. This combo makes it easier for viruses to settle in and multiply. Cold plus dry air viruses equal friendly conditions. Rapid temperature drops often come with lower humidity, which keep viruses airborne longer. Helps viruses survive outside the body. Dries out your throat and nasal lining. This is why the FLU, RSV, and cold spike during sharp weather changes.
Well, pay attention. Look, you see that? That's what's causing it. That's how it spread. All that shit in there is designed. That's why we finna get here to 70 degrees. And then, I mean, too, though, we are in a time that the seasons are changing, too. Times are a little off. So, like I was telling brother, we may literally be March right now. You know what I'm saying? But the point you mentioned, the weather is off as hell because how you gonna jump up 30 degrees and then you gonna go down 20 degrees, man? Yeah. It's supposed to rise gradually. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then it's supposed to decline gradually by a couple of degrees, give or take. You're supposed to have 70 degrees and then be 30 degrees the next day.
Yeah. Even in the same day, you got these 10, 20 degree swings.
Yeah.
The most you would have across the day would be like maybe 10 degrees. You know? It started off at 20 degrees, it'll most go up or down 10 degrees from that. Yeah. Now, it could be 50 degrees, it might be 30 the next day, you know?
So you gotta take the herbs, man. You gotta be hydrated, take the herbs, you know, make sure you staying active because, you know, this shit'll break your body down, man. You get sick as hell.
Right.
And speaking on famines too, that lady, she said that the oranges in Florida are getting hit heavily. A lot of stuff is just rotting and spoiling because of the cold temperatures that fucked everything up. So she specifically said, she's like, because of that, she don't watch any other news sources or nothing. She's just like, I know about the crops. She says the famine's getting ready to hit America. It's going to be bad.
Damn. Quick precept to the book of Matthew 24, and I'm going to start at verses 5. It says, for many should come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. And you should hear wars and rumors of wars, but see that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. It reads, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence in earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, man. So she said it was gonna be a famine hit?
Yeah, she says the family gonna be hit. And then the other day, we just had the earthquake part. 40 earthquakes hit Cali in like one day. So hey, we in these times, man.
And that was out by San Francisco. Yeah, that's where the Super Bowl is supposed to be.
God.
So-called.
And I think that's why they fucking with the weather, because they got this illness X coming out. You know, I don't want to say it for what it is.
Right.
But it's getting ready to release. And then you got Super Bowl Sunday, so they need to capitalize off the tax dollars being spent to celebrate that. They about to spread wickedness because that performer's supposed to be wearing a fucking dress. Rumor.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude with the red dress.
Yeah, the Bad Bunny nigga.
Yeah. That's the dude, ain't it?
Yeah, it's a dude, yeah.
But see, they getting more out there with these enchantments, man. And people gonna go and celebrate this.
That's how you get off. You know, Jay-Z, he's like the guy that he's on the board that approved the
Yeah, they said he selected him.
Cultural ambassador.
He's a gatekeeper.
through that company called Rock Nation. I think Rock Nation approves the
Yeah.
people that perform at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, so you know how that shit goes.
They said that nigga lost 1 million subscribers, bro.
No, just
Now you go on his page. He got one goddamn picture on there.
They took everything.
Yeah, bro. They cooking Beyonce too. They like, man, now y'all blah blah. We told you dumbass niggas that these people wasn't right, man. And we don't want to hear nothing about you black women trying to fucking cancel Beyonce. Now you bitches love that hoe. We told you from the minute she was a straight demon, man.
Straight up.
Now you want to talk about, oh yeah, y'all an Epstein fella. All you black women in America, fucking jokes, man.
Right. Well, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they left the country.
Yeah, they said that nigga got out of here.
But these psyops, man, are picking up heavy, fucking the people up, man.
Yeah.
And notice how heavy the psyops are focused on Northern Kingdom, because why they got this dude performing all Spanish. You know? He's supposed to be singing all Spanish songs. You see what's going on with ICE in the Northern Kingdom. And now they're gonna have this dude wearing a dress. So hey, the Lord is basically marking your Northern Kingdom to get fucked up. And you women.
Yep. Yeah, right. Wow.
Very good.
Go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 4 and 22. It say, for there is nothing hid manifested, neither was anything kept secret, that it should come abroad. You know, and hey, we in that time where Esau Edom has been exposed on the world stage, man. All right, first the Lord, started with the prophets, exposing this devil, telling you who Esau Edom is, telling you he's a devil the Bible speaks about. All right, the man of sin, the son of perdition, and now you can't fucking refute it. You know what I'm saying? With the files that they're releasing, all right, that's showing you clear as day this dude is straight demon.
People always refuted the message because who it came from, man. You know, we was a little bit too urban for the world. You know, we was a little bit too raw and too aggressive. Now you can go on a federal government website, right? You can go on a federal government website and look up evidence of child sacrifice and child sexual content, man.
You know,
say it that way, yeah.
PDF file.
Yeah. PDF activity, man. So it's like no more scoffers on our channel. Y'all through. We told y'all was through, but now the world is proving y'all through.